Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for April 1st through the 7th. This will be a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the area of money, like finance, career, spirituality, family life, friendships, all that important stuff, whatever comes up. Everything except for love. I do my love reading separate on this channel, but I have a link in the description of this video that will take you to the love readings. If you want to check out the love readings after this one, feel free to do so. All right, my dears, let's see what's going on for you guys for a lovely Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. At the end, after we look at the week, I'm going to pull a money and abundance manifestation affirmation for you guys. So we'll see what comes up. Let's see your Monday, Tuesday. There's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my lovelies. Let's see what is happening. So Monday, Tuesday. Ooh, I love this card. You've got Messenger of Water. So this is cool, Cancer. You're starting off the week with a water card. You're already in your element. You're in that nice, powerful Cancer water energy in the beginning of the week. This could be some good news coming your way about a project or something that's going to bring you joy. It's probably most likely going to be good news having to do with your personal life, or if you're one of those people who's been really trying to make some progress here and being able to do something in your work or in your career that's going to bring you joy, like maybe making a living doing something that you enjoy or something that is near and dear to your heart, you're going to be receiving very good news about this. You're going to be receiving very positive movement forward. So it could be some kind of an offer in some type of a career change. I feel like some of you are also doing something where you're trying to put together some kind of a project, like you're doing something creatively. So maybe you've been trying to push something out there in terms of like one of your artistic talents. Maybe you have like a book or something you've been trying to get published, or art you've been trying to promote, or music or something that you've been trying to promote. And some of you, I feel like you're going to be receiving good news about that. So some of you are actually going to have some project getting picked up, getting distributed, or just getting out there in some way. Overall, I do feel that what's happening in the beginning of the week for many of you Cancers is also going to be just a sense of contentment and a feeling like you're receiving some kind of confirmation from the universe that your higher power is with you. Whatever you choose to call your higher power, I personally call my higher power God. I know people have different words or different terms. So whoever your higher power is, or if you just kind of believe in the universe or whatever it might be, you're going to receive some kind of message or some kind of sign where you're feeling comforted in some way. It almost to me just feels like this invisible hug, like you're getting some kind of an invisible hug from the universe, and you're being let known that you're being helped right now. You're being guided right now. Things are moving in a positive direction for you. Your Wednesday, Thursday card is the Sun, and that to me really confirms the message aspect of things, because I was saying some of you are having something that's going to be distributed or picked up, or you're getting good news of being accepted into some kind of like a work situation or project or a career change. And the Sun card is very much about recognition and being seen. The Sun card is about joy. The Sun card is about playfulness and having fun. It is also a major arcana card, so the fact that it's coming up is letting us know, Cancer, that many of you are at a crossroads right now. This is a significant time, a significant shift. You're going to get to go into a new direction. You're going to get to really manifest experiences that are going to be very important for you in establishing, yourself and the way things are going to be for you in the future. Like, this is long-term stuff. We're not talking about the next few weeks or the next couple of months. Like, you're really beginning to bring in some permanence into your life. And I do feel for many of you, you're being called into a role or into a position of being seen. Okay, those of you who are more creative, you may be getting some kind of fame in that way. You know, if you're doing something in social media, maybe you're picking up a ton of followers and making a name for yourself. If you're doing something artistically, maybe again, something is getting picked up and somebody is promoting you. Maybe some of you are picking up like a new manager or a publisher or something. Or some of you are getting some kind of a promotion. I feel that for some of you, you're just in general coming out of your shell. Like some of you don't necessarily have dreams that big. You're not like trying to be a superstar, or you're not trying to turn the world upside down on its head. But for you, the Sun card is just something is happening where you're coming out of your shell and you're feeling really good about yourself. And I heard this very specifically. What a specific thing to hear. Some of you Cancers are finding and learning a very healthy balance between maintaining being humble and also being confident and having a healthy self-esteem. I think there's some of you Cancers who've struggled with this. I think you were really raised to keep your eyes simple. And for Cancers, I know home life and family life is really important. So it's probably something that your family instilled in you from a young age. Maybe it was from like a religious belief or like some kind of religious upbringing where you were really encouraged to be humble, and to not have a big head and to keep your eyes simple. And so for some of you, maybe it went too far or too extreme where you just kind of didn't think much of yourself at all. And it's not because your family didn't appreciate you or not because your family wanted you to feel that way. It just could be something that you kind of, you know, growing up, put two and two together, and you were like, well, I should be humble. And so maybe a part of that was you never let yourself give yourself credit for your talents or your gifts or your abilities. Again, it's not because your family was abusive. For some of you, maybe it was, but for some of you, it's not because there was abuse, or it's not because there was something wrong with that religious upbringing. It could just be that there was something where you put in your head where you were like, well, I want to be humble, so I'm not gonna, like, you know, pat myself on the back too much. And now you're learning the healthy balance there. You're realizing that you can still be a humble person, you can still be a down-to-earth person, and still have a healthy self-esteem, and still allow yourself to experience positive recognition and attention and receive credit for the work that you do and for the talents that you have. Some of you are coming into a sense of like just falling in love with your life and the positive changes that you've been bringing and that you've been manifesting. So there's a lot of joy here. I also feel for some reason some of you in your spiritual connection, as you're getting very spiritually connected, you know, even though you're a water sign, maybe you have earth somewhere in your sign, because I feel like as the weather is getting better in some parts of the country or some parts of the world, like you're wanting to get outside and do some planting. I just got this sensation, this visual, and this sensation of like just having my hands in the soil, like just being in the warm sun and just planting, just being outside and being at one with the earth. So I feel some of you might be doing something as well in that way, where you're just wanting to be connecting with the earth, or being barefoot outside, or like I said, planting or gardening in some way. Some of you maybe are doing something with sculpting. I don't know. I just get a feeling of like, you know, working with your hands, but doing something with like, you know, the dirt or the mud or the clay or something. It just a need to touch, a need to create, a need to focus, to be grounded. So it's positive. This is all a part of your growth and the positive changes that you're bringing in and that you're manifesting. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is another major arcana card. Cancer, this is a big week for you, my darlings. This is a big week for you. When the Empress comes up, it has to do with success, with creativity, okay, with independence, with fertility, beauty. You know, it could also have to do with some kind of like a business venture or a self-employment venture, or again, something with launching something creatively. But for me, the Empress is yet another card about balance, and I'll explain. I felt midweek some of you were coming into an understanding of the balance between being able to be confident and have a healthy self-esteem, but still also to be humble, right? And to, like, you know, keep your eyes simple. And the Empress to me is that really bold, powerful energy. Like, you know, Empress is somebody you're not gonna mess with. Empress is above the Queen, okay? Empress is like the highest ruler there could be. Nobody's going to want to mess with the Empress. Anybody that deals with the Empress is going to be respectful. But also, this Empress persona in the tarot is represented by a very loving, very kind, very compassionate, very generous, very giving person. So even though this is someone with a really high level of being respected and a really high position of power, this is someone who's very, very good to their people, okay? Who rules with a lot of love, who rules with a lot of compassion, who rules with a lot of generosity. And so, but at the same time, she's not going to have her generosity taken advantage of either. So a lot of you are coming into that power, into that wisdom, where you're learning to be assertive and you're learning to stand up for yourself and to kind of just draw the line and be in this safety. But also to be very happy and very creative and very nurturing and very, you know, just in that wonderful, attractive energy. This could also be that for whatever reason, you're attracting a lot of people around you. People are wanting to be near you, whether it's they're wanting to be near you because they're wanting to be near you for like romantic or sexual reasons, or if they're just feeling drawn to your energy and to your light. Don't be surprised if there just seem to be a lot of people gravitating towards you, especially coming into the end of the week. This is also the number 3. The number 3 is jumping out at me, and 3 is the number of the Ascended Masters. So this does mean some of you are coming into a position where you may be doing teaching in some way. But for me, this feels spiritual teaching. I don't know why it keeps taking me back to religion. It keeps taking me back to, and I think this is because someone is watching. I think someone is watching and their guides are coming in very, very strong. But I'm getting the sense, and again, there could be a message in here for you if you're a male or identify as male. But what I'm being shown and what I'm being told to say, I'm seeing like a young female, like a young woman. And she's like reading and she's like covering her head, like she covers her head or puts like a head covering over her head, and then like she's teaching. And I guess I can understand it because I was raised super religious, and I know one thing they would teach us, and some of you are gonna flip the heck out when I say this. Some of you are gonna get so pissed off. But like they would say, if a woman is addressing the congregation, or if the woman is doing teaching or trying to lead in prayer, she has to cover her head because it's like a thing of like submission. I know some people are gonna get really mad when they hear that, but that was like something that that's something that they would tell us when we were growing up in the religion where I was raised. And I think somebody watching, your guides are coming in really strong. And I think you've been wanting to come into a role of being a spiritual teacher. So that might be happening for you, even though you might be in something where it's like, well, you're a female or you're a woman, and there's matters of like submission and headship or whatever. Some kind of door is opening up for you. So maybe there's some kind of rule. I know like in my upbringing, it was like you could do it, but you had to cover your head if you were doing it, if you were a female. So something like that might be happening. Like somebody out there who has a very strong desire to be a spiritual teacher or to be leading a congregation or a study group or something, you're having some kind of a chance, even if it's that you're being given the opportunity to maybe just kind of mentor other young women, or have a role in mentoring or teaching children in some way. But whoever you are, it's kind of a big deal for you. It's a dream come true for you. So I'm happy for you that you're getting to have it. But that was something that I was being asked to say. Overall, for the rest of you though, the majority of you, some of you are finally making a break into some kind of self-employment. This is big. This is some kind of freedom. This is some kind of dream that you've been wanting to manifest for a very, very long time. Okay, so there could be some passion project, some hobby that is beginning to take root, that is going to be either a retirement income for you in the future, or something that's gonna full on, you know, blow up into like a actual business, into an actual, like, you know, healthy, steady self-employment for some of you as well. With that being said, let's see what the financial affirmation is, the money affirmation. And I know a lot of you are going to have questions about the deck. So the deck, info about the decks are going to be in the link. There's going to be links in the description that'll take you to the decks if you want to know about them, or if you want to get them for yourself. The one thing I really love about this tarot deck is it's very gentle, beautiful energy. And the booklet actually comes with little manifestations or affirmations for each card, which I think is cool, because it'll give you an affirmation to where you can like draw up the qualities of what the card represents. And then this little deck here is affirmations for money, for calling in money. So these are both really great decks for like helping adjust your thinking or positive thinking. All right. Alrighty, my dear. So your money message here is no doubt. So a lot of you who are watching probably have a tendency to doubt yourself, okay? This is different from faith, okay? Because one of the other signs got faith. I don't know if it was, I think it was Aries. Aries was asked to have faith, and you guys are being asked not to doubt. And I'll say the difference. Faith is believing that, you know, the universe will provide, or there's a higher power, or that things will work out. To me, no doubt means that you might be doubting yourself. And again, it makes sense to me because midweek there was this energy coming in of being able to kind of pat yourself on the back, being able to give yourself credit for the hard work that you've done, being able to give yourself credit for, you know, where you are now in your life, and being able to kind of toot your own horn, so to speak. And so this tells me that you might have a tendency to doubt your abilities. Oh, I'm nothing special. Oh, there's people out there who are way better than me. I'm okay. I'm not that talented, or I'm not that smart, or I don't even want to try because there's probably going to be out there who can do better than me. And so there might be a lot of ways in which you kind of downplay yourself or your abilities, or you doubt that you are someone that you could actually bring in abundance, right? Some of you are living in somebody else's shadow financially. Maybe you have parents that were like super successful, and then you're feeling like, gosh, like I could never carry on that legacy. Like I'm lucky if they pass whatever they built onto me, and then I'm gonna hope that I don't crash it into the ground. I hope I can do as well as they did. Again, there's that doubting mentality, like you're not believing in yourself enough. And this card is asking you to realize that you do have intelligence, you do have gifts, you do have abilities, and to stop doubting what you're capable of accomplishing. The affirmation itself is, I will eventually, I like that, eventually, I will eventually achieve success because I don't allow myself to doubt. Okay, so you can write this down, you can take a screenshot of it, whatever is easiest for you, and maybe make this the first thing you say in the morning when you wake up, the last thing you say at night before you go to bed. Say it out loud because it gives it power, okay? If you've got your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend around, or roommates or siblings or whatever, you can say it quietly if you don't want them to hear you. But saying it out loud is very powerful. It gives it more power if you can say it out loud. And then if you're feeling down during the day, maybe you're like stuck in traffic, or you're, you know, on a commute, or you're at work and you're stressed out, or whatever it might be, feel free to say this to yourself quietly in your mind, or maybe make it like a little mantra for yourself throughout the day when you're needing a little bit of a pick-me-up. Try this for this week. Try this for the next 7 days and see how you feel. I have a feeling that you're going to get into the habit of doing the affirmation work. Affirmation work can be very, very addictive once you get started and once you get going. And I love both of these decks for that reason. They come with so many affirmations. Both of these decks come with so many affirmations, which are short and simple and to the point and easy to do. So try it. Try getting in the habit of the affirmation. And if you want to check out the decks, the links are in the description, as I said. But Cancer, stop doubting yourself, please. Like, just really, really realize that you haven't come this far in life for no reason. You know, as hard or as difficult as things may have been, you've gotten through. You're here now. Everyone has a purpose. And the higher power that's above, whatever you choose to call the higher power, wants for all of creation to be happy. And the nature of the universe is abundance, okay? Our nature as people is to have abundance. So remember that. Remember that there's no reason why you can't have abundance. It's the law of the universe is abundance. There's no reason why you can't have it as well. Be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. Check out the Calendly link if you would like to schedule a private reading. I'm more than happy to do a private reading for you, my dears, and that'll take you to the different reading options and the availability. And thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting. Just that 1 second to hit the like button helps me a lot, guys. It helps you to promote the videos. It helps me get more views. It helps the videos get out there to more people, because I know not everyone can afford a private reading, and I know not all of the readings have this kind of like spiritual vibe to them, and I want to get help to people. So by you sharing and liking and commenting, it helps the videos get out there to more people, and I thank you for doing that. All right, my darlings, be sure also to check out the angel message every single day. I've been enjoying starting the day off with a lot of you. A lot of you have been jumping onto the live chat, and we've been doing a little angel message to just kind of have a good little energy going into the day. And if not, no worries, no biggie. You can watch it later if you can't watch it live. And I thank you guys for being here. All right, your love videos are waiting for you. Daily videos are coming for angel messages. And we'll see what happens this week after you do your affirmation, okay? See you next week, my dears.